Hello, my name is METİN. This is 323rd part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas. You are wrong, physicists. Binding energies of innermost electrons in atoms and energy levels, values of electron shells are invalid. Key shell, key M shell, key beta, key alpha characteristic lines computations are wrong. Here, this is my sodium atom model snapshot. Yes. If my thoughts and calculations, I will explain now, were wrong. The sodium atom spectral lines values I predicted and computed according to my theory and my formulas would not agree with the experimental observational data. Left side, my prediction, my computation according to my theory and my formulas, all sodium atoms spectral lines that show me data. Right side from National Institute of Standards and Technology, experimental observational data. Left side mine, right side experiment and observation. I advise you to compare line by line. First page, second page, right side data from NIST, left side mine. Right side data from NIST, this side mine. This side data from NIST, this side mine. Fifth page, left side mine, right side NIST data. Then right side NIST data, left side mine. And yes, right side NIST data, left side mine. Yes. Now, one, a free electron, whether displaces or not, continuously and perpetually emits consecutive spherical ring-shaped, intertwined, interconnected, interacted light waves. You cannot think of a free electron without its consecutive effective waves. Thus, you cannot consider the interaction of an electron with other objects, electrons or waves, independently of the interaction of its consecutive effective waves with these objects, electrons or waves. These consecutive waves have nothing to do with the de Broglie accompanying waves of moving objects. Therefore, a high-speed electron cannot hit and remove the innermost key shell electron without touching and removing any of the other 41 electrons in a molybdenum atom. Since the electron is not a billiard ball hitting left and right, there must be another mechanism for characteristic X-ray production. I explained how these processes work according to my theory, and I will explain further. Whereas accepted physics theories don't discern this fact, they taught an electron as a projectile that causes the formation of the Bremsstrahlung and characteristic key alpha X-ray. They explain continuous spectrum with discrete points from stratum. Okay. This was wrong, according to me, as I told you before. Now, I will now show how accepted physics characteristic X-ray production model is inconsistent in practice, even assuming it is true, and in connection with this, I will also show how the binding energy values were calculated incorrectly. 2. If the electron in the M shell, this is first one K shell according to me, second L, third M, or first one, second, third, fourth, okay. Here, proton chain in sodium atom, for instance, 11 protons, there is proton chain, and each proton makes joint motion with only a single electron motion form with a certain wavelength. Okay. This is 11th smallest electron, and each ionization energy in a multi-electron atom corresponds a specific wavelength of electron motion form that surrounds the nucleus or proton chain. This is smallest one, 11th proton and 11th smallest electron connected upside. This is second electron, second proton, 10th proton connected with 10th proton, joint motion 10th proton, downside, upside, downside, and here. Each ionization energies correspond a specific wavelength, and smallest one, 11th and last highest ionization energy of sodium atom is 1648.7 electron volts, corresponding is 0.7522 nanometer wavelength electron. Okay. Say this is K shell, second one L shell, and third one M shell. Third one is ionization energy 9th is 299.8 electron volts. Okay. Snapshot. If the electron in the M shell, here M shell, if the electron M shell in the sodium atom had fallen into the K shell, which is not possible for projectile electron smashing with innermost electrons. This is not possible according to my theory. If the electron in the M shell in the sodium atom had fallen into the K shell, its energy would have increased from 9th ionization energy from 299.8 electron volt to the 11th highest ionization energy to 1648.7 electron volt level. In other words, smallest 9th electron, smallest ninth electron, this one, with 4.1358 nanometer wavelength would have, this one M, would have shrunk to be 11th and smallest electron with 0.7522 nanometer wavelength. Okay. Thus, while shrinking, this electron would have poured out single wave pulse, characteristic key beta X-ray at what? 1348.638 eV. Okay. Yes. With 0.91945 nanometer. Representative wavelength of this single wave pulse. Okay. Whereas in accepted physics theories, data from NIST, beta key M value is, NIST said that, okay, key beta X-ray, okay, come at 1.1575 nanometer, and energy is 1071.1 eV, electron volt. This is NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology data. But this is my calculation, 0.91 nanometer, and key beta must be characteristic ray energy must be 1348.638 electron volt. Okay. Yes. Innermost electrons binding energy in a sodium atom shown as 1000 Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory electron binding energies table says 1070.8 eV is what? Innermost electrons binding energy in a sodium atom, they say. Is it true? We will look now. Okay? Yes. The discrepancy is that when you apply 1070.8 electron volts or 1071.1 electron volts, according to NIST data, the discrepancy is that when you apply 1071.1 volts to an electron to send to sodium atom, shine, okay, to send to sodium atom, except these two smallest electrons all 9 electrons will be ionized, including M shell's electron. And from now on, there is no M shell electron that they pictured as drop to inner shell vacancy. There is no, from now on, there is no M shell electron. Now, how can key beta characteristic X-ray can be produced without M shell electron? Yes. Among the ionized electron is the electron in the M shell at 299.864 electron volts. In such a case, the smallest innermost electron in the K shell wasn't there. I'm so sorry. In such a case, the smallest innermost electron wouldn't be ionized. And since the electron in the M shell would have been ionized before, key beta characteristic X-ray production process would not be possible, even if the smallest electron in the K shell wasn't there. But key shell electron, in fact, is there. Okay? The second inconsistency is that when you apply 1070.8 electron volt to accelerate electron to strike the sodium atom, you cannot remove the innermost electron. You cannot even remove the electron from the L shell. These 2 electrons you cannot, because smallest electron motion from ionization energy is 1648.7 electron volt, and second one, L shell 10th ionization energy is 1465.121 electron volt. The second inconsistency is that when you apply 1